Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us this day. I want to introduce my panel. We have Linda Baker, Karen Downey, and Reverend Linda, and I'm Kathy Cronin, and I will be leading the discussion. But before we do that, let's take some time to get centered, to be able to get focused into being in the present moment. And we like to do that with a moment of like silence, like closing your eyes and doing some deep breathing that are cleansing breaths to release any stress or tension in your life. So take a deep breath in and hold that breath. And then exhale with a sigh. And let's bring another breath in and feel the spirit of the divine filling up your body and every cell becoming awakened to the present moment. And then we release that breath. And we feel the release of tension. We feel relaxation. We feel that we're totally in the present moment. We thank the Heavenly Father and Mother God for the guidance, the wisdom, the knowledge that is shared today. Ask your favor upon us to be open and wisdom to beyond our greatest imagination to come to us. We open our minds and we open our hearts, for we know the universe is supplying us with the needs of our being. We are grateful for being able to have the health and wisdom to be here today. We are grateful for the blessings of this panel to share their thoughts. And we are grateful for our listeners who are here to be open to divine, to share these few moments together in that presence of the Spirit in the holiness of love and life. Amen. So my topic today is called The Quest for Love, and it was written by Eric Butterworth. And it's an excerpt from his book, The Practical Metaphysics, A New Insight in Truth. And it comes from the Unity Booklet, Turn on the Light, The Timeless Wisdom of Eric Butterworth. And I want to read what he wrote in this article that the excerpt that this is taken from. Life for most people is a long quest for love. We're always looking for love here and there and everywhere, in experiences, in relationships. Oh, someday I'm going to find my love. Across the crowded room, love comes into my life. Life becomes a quest for objects of love, and in human consciousness, I'm sure we will all realize that this is where we are much of the time. Intuitively, within ourselves, we know that love is an inner power, not an object, that our need is not to be loved. Our need is to love. Within every person, there's a hunger and a thirst to express love, a radiant love, to get ourselves in tune with the cosmic flow at the root of our being, to simply plug in, to turn the lights on, and to express out of the overflow of this inner love, a lovingness toward life. We have a hunger for this, but we don't understand the process. So instead, we're out looking for it somewhere else, while all the time it's within us. Within every person, there's a hunger and a thirst to express love, to radiate love, to get ourselves in tune with the cosmic flow of the root of our being. We need to redefine this thing called love, or rather undefine it, to get it out of the terms of definitions. We've accepted the biblical statement, God is love, as if love were a commodity that God has. So God gives it to us, and then we have it, and we pass it along to other people. Actually, it is more a description of what God is than what God does. God is love, is expressed much in the same way as God is life. God is intelligence. God is power. God is love. You see, these are simple, abstract generalizations until we know what whatever else God is me. Does that surprise you a little bit? Whatever else God is me. I am the activity of God expressing itself as me. God is life, and I am life manifesting as my body temple. God is intelligence, and I am that intelligence in the form of the wisdom of my mind. God is power, and I am that power in the form of my strength and my creativity, my ability to form and shape and build. God is love, and I am that love expressing in and through and as my loving heart. Love is to touch the deep spring of our own nature, turn our own lights on, and be love. Be what we really are, which was Meister Eckhart's thought when he said, "Let God be God in you. Let love be love at the root of your being." And I find that what Eric Butterworth writes here about God is love, God is intelligence, God is all that is. But God is within me. And I can remember as a young woman, always looking for love in all the wrong places. I was always looking outside to find, my love will come to me someday. My love, and so often I was finding myself in situations and relationships that were unhealthy because I was looking for them to validate the love and not know that that love is within me, and that being the loving, kind, caring person that God has created is an expression of the God self within me. I I found this that so often that we are about being love. And I just recently had lunch with some friends, and one of the ladies was telling us that somebody she knows is in her late 70s and is getting married again. And she was like, why would she want to do that? And my knee-jerk reaction was, why not? What puts an age as to when you want to be in a loving relationship? If this person found somebody else that they want to share and express that love, why stop and put a wall up or a block? And it's like, I'm too old to find love now, and it was like one of the things I found very interesting when they brought The Golden Bachelor out was the fact that they were expressing that here was a person who had been married for 40 years, lost his wife, and was feeling that life is too short not to be in a loving relationship again and not to stop that. So, however, that loving relationship could be within yourself, but it's also a matter of knowing, you know, how do I be that loving person, loving myself so that I can be loving with others, that I can be that expression of God's love. So I want to open it to the panel to share their thoughts about the quest for love and how they seek to find love around and in and, about them. So who would like to share next?
Thank you, Kathy. And I'll say this to be funny. I really love the topic you brought up. It's all about love, you know. The bottom line, I think the whole reason why we're alive is to be love. We feel love, we express love, we give love, to the point that we reach that mountaintop and realize to be love. Look at everybody and everything. You know, if it's a plant that needs to be watered and you intuitively pick up on that, be love, water that plant, even if it's not even your plant. So, thank you. If I say anything else about it, I'll demean the subject. But otherwise, it is just be love.
Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you sharing that.
Thank you for that reading, Kathy. um, I'm chuckling at well, a couple of the things, what something you said and then something that Linda Baker said. And it's like, oh boy, always looking outside myself for love. The story of my life, whether and I was married for 30 years. So it's not like I didn't put in my time. Um, but the last 5 years, God brought me a cat, Angel, and then another cat, Luna, was brought on the scene. And Angel and Luna are best friends, and they radiate love. And I don't know how to explain it, but the energy has brought me love. And I definitely look at the relationship that I have with them as divine, universal. It's taken me out of me. I don't have to look for anything on the outside. And I chuckle. It's like, my goodness, I just can't even explain what it has done to my heart energy. And so now I'm not looking for love in all the wrong places. I'm perfectly satisfied staying at home. Oh gosh, thank you.
Well, I think everything I wanted to say has pretty much been said. We are love, and it needs to come from that. It amazes me how much we look on the outside, which is all the wrong places, for stuff that has to come from the inside. Love, acceptance, forgiveness, encouragement, all of that needs to come from within, from the divine from us and through us. I really love the reading, and I love Eric Butterworth. I I think he did most of his work in the 70s, but it's still so incredibly current and meaningful today. When I am love, I love everything. And it changes my attitude, my everything, my perception, my desires, my ambition, everything. When I remember that all the love, more love than I could ever imagine, is available to me and can come through me. That love isn't a noun, it's a verb. I am love. I am loving. I am being love. I am breathing love. I am sharing love. So thank you for the topic. Like I said, not much to add. This amazing panel pretty much covered it. Thank you, Kathy.
Well, thank you, Reverend Linda and Karen and Linda Baker, for sharing your thoughts on love. And it is a matter that so often we look outside for love, and we look to others to validate us as a person when we know that, God is within us and God has created us to being that loving being. So, and it's like the quote in here that Meister Eckhart said is, Let God be God in you. Let love be love at the root of your being. So when each of us can know that God has filled us with this capacity to love, that we can be open and loving, and we can be accepting of ourselves as that God being that we are, the world opens up around us and we radiate that love. And if you've been around people that are in love with each other, it's like this whole energy, that you feel just the magnetism there, that energy. Well, that's within us. And if we can allow that to open up and spread out there and be the source of love, then we can stop looking for it because we are love. So I want to say thank you for joining us today. I appreciate the panel and all their thoughts on love and the essence of us being sitting in front of you are four loving people who want to share their hearts with you. So we are open to hearing your feedback. If you like this, please, please give us, your thoughts on it, your thoughts about love and how you manage to, your quest for love and how it has come about for you. We're always open to answering any questions that you have, any thoughts of topics you want to have, please put those into the thing. If you're not a subscriber already, make sure you click on the little bell and become a member of the subscriber. Then you'll get notification the next time the panel has a taping to share. With that, I want to invite you to join the group. We are always open to hearing other people's thoughts and feelings on things. And we know that everyone brings their own unique life and experiences. So with this, we say thank you so much for being here today. And we look forward to another time that we can share our time together. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.